Yo guys, hope you're all doing great, and today we are here again with a beautiful movie named Acham Madam Nanam Payirpu, which is released in the year 2022. It's a come-of-age drama about Pavitra, a 19-year-old girl who hails from a conservative background. She is in an awkward stage between being a curious teenager and a smart woman, as she is constantly struggling to strike a balance between personal desires, family pressures, and societal expectations. According to the popular adage, every good Tamil girl must possess four ideal qualities: Acham, fear; Madam, innocence; Nanam, coyness; and Payirpu, chastity. How does Pavitra handle these? Let's see. Before I start, we request you to show some love by giving a like, subscribing us, and sharing our videos with your near and dear ones. Your love, support, and encouraging words are the sole things that keeps us motivated. So now, let's get into the movie. Movie Acham Madam Nanam Payirpu revolves around Pavitra, a quintessential 19-year-old from a conservative family whose world is small and monotonous. The film opens with a shot of a fish swimming in a round glass bowl. Soon, we are introduced to the protagonist Pavitra, who is in a way like the fish in the bowl. She too is bound by the fear of disappointing the people close to her. Pavitra wakes up hearing the sound of a message from her boyfriend Harish and comes out to her room. Her day begins with coffee, followed by Carnatic music classes from the legendary singer and her grandmother Charukesi, the matriarch. Then she joins her father to watch TV. Her boyfriend is in the Tamil Nadu team, in which the heroine's father likes Ajay, and he says it's a waste of time to watch the match after he is out, and asks her to switch off the TV, for which Pavitra is least bothered and continues watch Harish play. Pavitra's father Bharadwaj's hatred for him is evident through this scene. The heroine is trying to wear her favorite dress, but her mother says that she has kept a dress on her bed and asks her to wear it and come out soon, as her grandmother has come out to teach her Carnatic music. She is teaching her, but Pavitra is not singing well. Her mother is sitting next to her and raises questions like, "What happened to you? Why are you singing like this?" and asks Pavitra to try again and again, as she wasn't singing well. After then, heroine, her mother and grandmother sits to eat, and since she is from a Brahmin family, the table is full of vegetarian food. Pavitra was having food very slowly, disliking it, and on seeing it, her mother asked if what happened to her and ranted why she is eating this way. The next scene cuts to a place where her three friends talking about a project while Pavitra is eating fish. Pavitra is portrayed in a manner, if she comes out, she will eat non-vegetarian food. Her two best friends, Jessica and Rati, are the angel and devil on her shoulders. One friend is Jessica, who's after moral values. On the other hand, Rati is someone who lives her life as she likes and is least bothered about others' opinion on her. She says she leads her life in a way she wanted it to be, and also adds she always have condoms handy for her boyfriend, as she is in physical relationship with him. But Jessica had never been in physical relationship. In middle of the debated fight, they ask Pavitra for her opinion, for which she replies saying, "Why are you dragging me into your fight?" and leaves. Both Pavitra and Jessica had never been in an intimate relationship with their boyfriends. Next scene cuts to an auntie who visits Pavitra's home to sell products. Let's name her as MLM Lady. She insisted Pavitra to buy a product she has got if she wanted to sing like her grandmother and mother. She gives it away and leaves saying she will get its money from her mother. That day, Pavitra texts her boyfriend and leaves early to sleep, but she was unable to sleep and wakes up from an erotic dream that triggered her sexual awakening. The next day starts with the same routine, and she leaves to her friend's place for their project. An impromptu conversation about premarital sex pops up between the three friends, and both her friends stand divided on their opinion. Pavitra also texts her boyfriend asking if they could meet tonight, for which her boyfriend agrees. Her mother Soumya was seen crying, for which her dad was consoling. Pavitra comes home to the news of a relative passing away and her parents having to attend it. It leaves Pavitra alone for the night at home, and she fancies being in intimate time having sex with Harish. Harish. She discusses this with Rati and Jessica and she decides to do something about it. Pavitra starts to give it a serious thought, after which Rati eggs her on and Jessica exclaims it as a sin. Pavitra eventually decides to give it a go and prepares for the night when Harish consents. They together start to select the clothes that she is going to wear tonight and finally chose the smallest of all, which she wore in a younger age. Rati and Jessica helps Pavitra to wax her private parts too, just to get her ready as it was her first time. Jessica falls asleep, after which Pavitra, just out of curiosity, asks Rati about how her first experience was, and then they started talking about safety wears. Rati says that she went to her boyfriend's place where they were all alone initially kissing and leading further. Since they didn't have proper protection, they tried to use alternatives such as plastic cars, balloons and etc. And finally, they did it when his friend offered him one condom, and only from then she always carries condom handy. So Rati stresses the importance of a condom and encourages her to buy one. Jessica wakes up and wants if she is still going to do it in spite of her saying, and leaves. Rati and Pavitra leaves together to get condom from a local grocery store where Pavitra is a regular customer. The Anachi at the store, who regards Pavitra as a child, is shocked to see Pavitra ask for a condom. Jessica confronts Pavitra and Rati outside the store. On her return to home, Satish, the guy who generally stalks her, affronts Pavitra. As Pavitra sneaks the condom box past window auntie, who keeps Pavitra's conscience in check with her occasional judging looks. She comes to her room and opens the condom box and checks it using banana she had in home. Then her dog flashed in grabbing the condom box that she had, and finally Pavitra manages to get those undamaged. She then receives a call from her mother Soumya asking her to accompany her grandmother Charukesi to the concert, which conflicts all her plan. Just then, Naidu auntie unloads one of her MLM products on Pavitra and cites her poor singing skills, resulting in Pavitra's dwelling confidence depleting. With Pavitra already feeling like a letdown, Rati enters the house with new clothes. Pavitra impetuously slut-shames her and says she isn't like Rati, for she does everything which doesn't affect her family in any way. Rati gets broken by the words from Pavitra and leaves the house. To add insult to injury, she receives a message from Harish that he will not be able to make it tonight and the reason for it will be conveyed later. And her final nail in the coffin is the food poisoning she gets from the fish she had earlier in the day. She decides to call off her night altogether. Later, hesitantly, Pavitra walks to her grandmother to elucidate her absence from the concert. She breaks down and pours her heart out to Charukesi, saying that she had been consuming fish all these days, which was the reason behind food poisoning. Also, she isn't able to sing like her in spite of trying hard, and they share a tender moment. Her grandmother consoles her, asking her to sing in the way of her own and not like someone else. Also, she asks Pavitra to do things that she likes and to take rest for now. Pavitra hugs her and leaves the place. On reaching her room, Harish calls Pavitra to her balcony to see him waiting near the gate. Harish finally shows up with a valid excuse saying that a ball hit him near his private part while practicing, which was the reason for not coming. Pavitra, as well as the aunt who resides below, giggles for all those that was conveyed through action by Harish. He pleads to be let in. Pavitra then invites Harish with a hug, followed by exchanging kisses, and they search for the condom that she got but found those torn by her dog. They plan to postpone it one another day and decides to leave for now. But Harish found his bike key missing and they together started searching for it, where they found Rati's bag which had condom in it, and they eventually had sex. The next day, the heroine begins to feel her life a lot lighter and starts her day by wishing Harish all luck for his match, and handles her mother rants with less intense and joins her father for watching cricket. She also insisted her father to watch Harish batting even after Ajay being knocked out. She wears a dress of her choice and starts her practice, where her mother corrects her then and there, asking Pavitra to sing differently, for which her grandmother said let she continue it the same way that she likes and feels comfortable. Her mother's face changes on hearing this and she leaves. Now Charukesi and Pavitra are eating together where Pavitra was not eating properly. Her grandmother takes out and offers a tiffin box containing fish in it, which is said to be as pongal she got for Pavitra. Pavitra then comes to see her friends where both of them were not talking to her. Pavitra then tries to make peace with Rati by saying that she didn't mean everything that she said earlier and exposed her that it happened between them last night. Now to console Jessica, Pavitra says that she will not do anything without her knowledge and she will keep telling her what she is about to do, and they three unite to continue their work on their project. Now MLM auntie brings her a new product and suggests her to use this. Pavitra laughs on seeing her use it, where auntie forces her to get it and leaves saying that she will get money for the product from her mother. Pavitra then throws it out, which the dog outside catches. Her neighbor removes the chain of the dog, but the dog kept staring at him and starts to chase him instead. Pavitra laughs at the happening and reaches the shop. She asks the shopkeeper uncle how he was, but the shopkeeper uncle was hesitant and does not know what to say. But then Pavitra asks why he didn't give her any chocolate yet, for which he smiles and walks saying that he will bring one for her now. He gets her a chocolate and they start to talk normally. Pavitra now comes to her house and sees the lady at the basement looking at her. She starts to explain on what happened last night, but the lady burst out in laughter, for which Pavitra accompanied. Pavitra then comes to see Harish, where he informs that he played very well in the match, where the reason was what happened last night. He asks Pavitra if her father saw Ajay lose duck out, for which Pavitra replied saying he saw him getting out, but he supported Ajay anyway. Harish's face changes on hearing this, but Pavitra comforts him saying that all she likes is just him and hugs him too. Now the scene cuts to where her mom, dad and Pavitra eating together, where her mother rants that her throat is completely blocked as she tried the product given to her by that MLM lady, and adds that she shouldn't trust that lady anymore as the product she gave her could be fake. She worries more on how she is going to go to the concert. Pavitra asks her not to worry and says if she could sing on behalf of her, to which her mom agrees. As usual, she messages her boyfriend and starts to sleep. They are showing us a song here where Pavitra seems to have been stuck in a circle so far. Now it feels like she is free from that circle, and the film ends here, with our heroine taking a step towards a new life with a happy ending. She wakes up the next day and realizes that sex has not changed her. Nothing has affected Pavitra's character. She accepts that each person's perspective is different but not wrong. Hope you all enjoyed the explanation of this movie, and let's catch up later with another interesting movie soon. Till then, keep supporting and take care.